This is crazy. Today is the day to be lovable, even by your mistakes. 14th of February. I'm so sorry, my audience. Everyone, welcome to Entrepreneur Talks podcast, Monday Live podcast. And my guest is Shaily Hakimian. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you,
Oh
thank
my
you.
gosh. We've been here talking, guys, talking and talking amazing content, and we were not live because I had a problem with my system, and my screen went black at the time when I pressed to go live, and it didn't go live. I'm shocked.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Oh my god. I
But we adapt and we live and we work it out and it's going to be okay.
oh oh my days. But welcome, welcome, Shaily. I'm so glad to have you here, and it's
Yes.
such an honor. And sorry for this situation. I'm gonna have to talk. Start again.
Oh my gosh. Look, they're going to hopefully they'll be able to hear some of what we just shared and it'll be lots of
Yeah.
fun and it'll be lovely.
Yes, that's
Cuz
correct.
we're having a hoot over here.
But
But it's
just
going to be okay.
I'm not gonna keep you here too long because we've been here already for a while.
We're going to
But
find a way. It'll be good. We'll find a way and
that's
we're
right.
more
But
conversations. We have more adventures to come, but
because
it's going
I
to be good.
want to make sure your content, your our
Aw.
conversation goes live and be helpful for anyone that can listen here on YouTube or Twitter or podcast anywhere on the platforms that we place our conversation every week. So this is very important, and I was so excited, and you too, I know. But let's go, let's go. So Shaily, where are you talking
Yes.
from? I did
I'm in
forget.
Chicago. Chicago,
Ah,
USA.
that's why you're talking like that. I love it.
Ah! Oh, no, no. I'm like, what am I doing?
No, you got the. I don't know to say in English, but I know what I'm thinking.
I feel you.
Like you always talking like woohoo, always having fun. I love it.
Yes!
I,
Life's too short. Life's too short. Look, there's bad moments in life too, but like you got to make the most of it.
yeah,
So,
that's right. That's right. So tell me, in 3 words, how do you describe yourself?
ooh, let's say energizing, encouraging, and oops. Oh, my alarm. My alarm is going off. Energizing, encouraging, and let me add a different like loyal. Maybe I'll add some loyal to it. Definitely supportive. There's a lot of good words there.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. These 4 words you said, you mentioned three, four: loyalty, energizing, supportive, and the other one, help me out. Is
Loyal,
an
supportive, encouraging,
encouraging.
supportive.
And
Yeah.
I see that's why. No, I see. No, I don't see. I know, but I'm gonna make sure people knows that is listening and watching now because I know from previous conversation. But why do you have that X behind you?
Yes, this is the X from the TEDx. I was telling you earlier, my friend is trying to get me to apply to the one without the X, the regular TED. And I was like, am I ready for that? And I'm like, you know what? She
Yes,
believes in me.
you
Let
are.
me just go for it.
That's right.
Can't hurt to try.
I love it. I love it. And you look so young and you have so much knowledge, and at the same time you are successful and you've been on more than dozen TEDx. Well,
I've gone to a bunch. I've attended. Yes, it's fun.
oh, that's really good. That's really good. So it's very easy to get into the TEDx in US, right?
You can attend it. Getting on stage is a whole other story, but attending it, you can buy a lot of places. You can just buy a ticket and you can go and have a good time.
Oh, that's good. Because
So
I
it's fun.
tried to check here in London, but I still looking, and
There,
it's quite difficult sometimes to find
th- yeah. If you
the.
want to know, you have to like apply to other cities too, and then it's people fly out usually because it's worth it for them to get them video and the PR and all that kind of stuff. So look at the TED website and you'll find all the locations.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you so much
I
for
hope that
sharing that.
helps.
So, and now I know you have a company. So
Yes.
what do you do in your company? How did you start? Let's start.
Ooh, so my company is called yoursocialmediasherpa.com. I help businesses be unforgettable in 100 days to the people they serve. And it's kind of funny, like, how do you get into social media coaching? Like, what is that? Like, what do you do? And for me, it was a lifelong struggle to make friends that was made easier by being on the internet. Is that the internet was a way for me as a teenager to find people who are like me to connect, right? And like you and I met because of the internet. And so for me, the internet has changed my life. It is a way that I've been able to connect with people that are absolutely wonderful and amazing. So
That's
that's
good
been a
news.
huge thing, right?
Yes.
And so for my clients, they have people that love and adore them. They are very connected to their networks, but they haven't necessarily taken that strength and that muscle and that huge advantage that they have and translated it to the web. Is that their network doesn't see that. They don't see the wonderfulness at scale. It's like you have to build relationships one on one. It's like, but the internet lets you do it at scale. So I help them bridge their expertise and their relationship abilities to the tools of the internet so that they can use that to stay top of mind with the people they serve in a much more scalable way.
Wow, that's really good. So I'm looking to your website.
Ooh.
Name is
Mm-hmm.
yoursocialmediasherpa.com. What
Yes.
means Sherpa?
So Sherpa is the mountain guides that help you get up to the mountains of the Himalayas. So they're the people that help make sure you don't
Oh,
fall off the track. And that's what I do with my clients, right?
clever
There's
girl.
Yeah.
Very good.
Marketing stuff too. Like there's a million different avenues that one can go. You can talk to a
Yeah,
YouTube expert, a TikTok expert, Instagram expert, email marketing. Like there's a million places. And I think for my clients, they're hearing a lot of really interesting stuff, but like they're lost, they're confused, they don't always know where they need to spend their energy. So I am that good first step to help give them that direction to get away all the distractions. Sometimes that means I train their team, and sometimes it means I train them themselves to do it, and I keep them focused so they don't get too distracted. I don't want them to look at the shiny objects, even though I'm a shiny object. I don't want
yeah,
them to look the wrong direction. I keep them focused so they can get the right people, their people potentially, to see the right information. As simply as that. That is everything I teach in a nutshell.
that's really good. And do you, I'm sure it might happen to you as well, like happens to me. Is your client, let's say when you start to work with a client and the client is been almost in the wrong platform, but you trying to direct this client to the right platform for the
Ooh.
specific business, do you have sometimes people fighting with you? No, no, I want to stay on Instagram. I said, but no, but the Instagram is not the right place. No, no. How do you deal with that?
So it's tricky. So it depends. I think for the most part, some of my clients have places where they have an advantage. So I'll give you this example, right? I have a lady who's an amazing Indian matchmaker, super cool business. I wanted to be a matchmaker a long time ago, so working with her is so fun. And she was like, "Oh, I need to get on Snapchat." She had two social media managers working for her, and she's like, "We need to get on Snapchat." And like Snapchat was hot and exciting, and there are people on there, but she had no followers on there. And in order to build an audience on Snapchat, you really have to drive an audience there, and it takes
Yeah,
a lot of energy. And so for her, that was a distraction. I was like, stop this, because she had an email list that she was never sending a single email to. There was 300 people had told her, I want to learn about your business, people who are primed to spend money with her, and they
wow.
never sent a single email. I was like, stop this, let's fix that problem first. And she was already on Instagram. So for a lot of my clients, it's not getting them off the platform saying, oh, your audience is here.
Yeah,
It's a combination of where their people are already, or where they're already playing around with, or where they can bring their people, or where they enjoy putting out content. Like for me, I love live streaming. So the fact that we're doing this is fantastic. So it's a little bit of those three elements, and it's finding the right place. So it's never like, I'm going to tell you to get on TikTok tomorrow when they have no interest in video. A lot of people always, whenever I do like when I work with people, the first thing I do is I stalk them on all their platforms. That's the first thing I do. And like, that's where I notice the golden opportunities that they're missing. And for a lot of
mm,
people, that comes up very clearly. Like, here's the two things we need to fix first before you can play around anywhere else.
that's really important because
Mm-hmm.
I found that can happen sometimes. Like people don't know where to go or what is the best platform, or if they are
Right.
using on the right way, because
Mm-hmm.
there is another option. In even they can be on the right platform, but are they using in the right way?
Right.
Using,
There you go.
yeah,
Like I
That's
had this lady, she was on LinkedIn, but she wasn't really telling people what she solved for them. It's like she had her target demographic was already connected to her, but she was focused on like the glamour of Instagram, which is fine. And she kills it on Instagram. But like she was missing out on like the very like like the people who were really fancy, like the real, she was looking for like the men to like bring her on as a matchmaker. And there was a lot of men in her list that would have been prime, but they didn't know how her business operated. They didn't know to look for her website. She didn't have a lot of information about her business on there. But when she started explaining it a lot better, she told me, she's like, I'm getting so many more conversations with the people I serve because I've updated my LinkedIn profile.
yeah, it's really good. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. And what is your favorite? What is your favorite platform to work on? Or do I do
Ooh.
yeah. Yeah.
So I
What
do love LinkedIn like crazy. So I didn't mention this to you, but one of my clients, through her, I coach some 200 consultants on how to get more clients using LinkedIn. And it's a lot of fun. I've been doing that for more than 2 years, 2.5 years, a long time. And so I love it. It's not a perfect platform, but it has opened up a lot of doors and it lets me stay in touch with my network that I've cultivated over a lifetime. But I am addicted to TikTok. It's
I
research. It's research. I'm just researching. It's for work. It's professional development.
Oh, that's amazing. What kind of content took you to TikTok, or what do you look exactly when you go to TikTok?
What do I look for? Like, what do I watch?
Yeah.
This is a good question. I've been on there since 2016. I've been on there for a very long time. It had different names, different platform, whatever. It was a long time.
Wow.
And it's different. It used to be girls being like lip syncing to songs, doing like dances. It almost looked like sign language, but it was like not sign language. It was like a whole other platform.
I
Now
didn't know he
what?
was alive. I didn't know he was alive since 2016.
It was called Musically, and then TikTok and Musically kind of like merged. So, but all of the
Oh,
stuff stayed. So if I was on there when it's earlier iteration, and it all just like merged and became one. So
wow.
it looked very different back then than what it does now.
I
Uh,
must. I
but
must.
I know, right? I will say what I love about TikTok is that it is like having a television channel that was made for me. Is that I get to see people who look like me, who have the same culture as me, who have the same background as me very easily. Like if I want to find another like Middle Eastern Jewish woman on like any other platform randomly, it would be impossible. But TikTok has somehow figured out that I like love that kind of stuff. And they figured out I like drag queens. So there you get a Middle Eastern Jewish drag queen on there. I'm like, how would I have found her any other way? And like it goes on and on with so many different topics I never would have thought about, but they figured me out, and it's like my Shaily network, and
Oh,
I get to
so
feel
sweet.
seen.
Oh,
Yeah,
I need to follow you, girl. I need to follow you to see your videos.
I'm
I
there.
do, I do have a TikTok, but I don't do too much use. But I during lockdown, the first lockdown, I went addicted to that thing. I was doing videos every day. I was looking, and it was just insane. But then I don't have time for being there all the time.
You got to prioritize.
Yeah, that's right. That's it's not my priority. That's why
Exactly. Me
I'm
too.
not there. But I want to follow you, and then you need to
Aw.
let me know what is your uh
Ooh, my
what is
handle.
your yes, please.
I'm pretty much on every platform at Hakimian45. HAKIMIAN45.
I will find
Everywhere.
them.
You will
I will.
find too much information about me on the internet. I am too many places. Every social media experiment you want to know, I'm there. You want to look up my Cora, it's there. You want to look up like I was on some live streaming platforms called Hago last year, I'm there. Like I was on random stuff on the internet, and it is what it is. So
That's interesting. So how because you just mentioned some like you are everywhere, or you don't feel overwhelmed doing
I
your own marketing.
No, because I don't post everywhere. Everything's an experiment. So where I'm really consistent is LinkedIn. I always tell my clients consistency, consistency,
Good.
consistency. And I'm sure you tell your clients the same, right?
Yeah.
I don't want like your favorite new television show that is me to end mid-season. Like that would like imagine if like Game of Thrones was like, yeah, we didn't finish our episodes this season. You can come back in a few years. Like you'd be so mad. So I am committed to LinkedIn and my emails. That is where I really spend a lot of my energy. But there
Mm.
are places where I experiment to see what happens because I want to see if it's exciting enough. If I don't love it, like Quora is cool. Am I obsessed with it to write answers there every month? No, but do I still get a ton of views on my answers from the past every month? Yeah. So it's like interesting, but like you have to like, if you don't love, I always tell my clients, if you don't love creating the content that you're putting out, you're not going to maintain it. So,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't try to be everywhere. That's not what I tell my people to do. You have to make sure you get like your one couple key areas
Yeah.
focused first before you play around too much.
So my title for this session, for our session
Ooh,
today, was Referral Network Using
yes,
Social Media. And
yes.
we haven't touched that base.
We're gonna touch it. Let's go.
Tell me, how do you get more out of your business doing this referral network using social media?
So this is the epitome of everything I teach. So I think a lot of people who coach social media, who teach social media, who have courses, they're like, hey, do this, do that, and you'll get views. And I'm like, that's fine. And it might work, but most people don't leave those programs feeling thrilled. But who has the most advantage to succeed are the people who already have a network, right? So even in this
Mhm.
program I coach for LinkedIn, like the people who already have like 1,000 people or 150, 300 people that love and adore them, they're going to do a lot better on social media, because when they see your name, they're going to be like, oh, Shaily, like I know you. I'm gonna like read into your
Yeah,
stuff more. And
that's
that's the biggest advantage, right? Is if you don't have people that love and adore you, that are connected to you, they might not give you the time of day to actually read your content, because there's no context to your relationship. Every single people that likes my stuff, there's context to my relationship. So the people that I really, really help are the people in their communities or in their net, like they're very well known, but they don't necessarily have that reputation seen online. They are influencers, but they're not influencers with like followers on the internet. They're influencers in real life.
that's
And yeah. So what happens is if their network doesn't get reminded of their existence on a regular basis, they're going to forget that they're there. One of my friends was like mentioning the realtor, oh, like you forgot that your best friend is a realtor now because you went with somebody else and you just forgot that they existed as a realtor, because they probably never reminded you that they were in real estate. So what I do is I help them take their brain power that their clients and their referrers know about them. So they know they're like really good at, I don't know, like whatever they know they're really good at. I want to give you like more examples. Like I was talking about the insurance agency earlier. Like if you're an insurance, like they know, like, oh, you've solved this problem for my friend. Like there's or if you don't have this insurance, you're going to lose all this money because this is going to happen to you, whatever. Like take the information that their clients know and appreciate about them, take it out of
right.
their brain, put it down somewhere, maybe on paper, and have that filter through their content, their website, their emails that they put out, so that when people see that information, they're not just like, hey, buy my service. Like I had a photographer guy that's like, hey, I've got sessions, that's it, like buy my sessions or buy my thing. I was like, no, I want you to remind them that the reason they're going to the photographer is because they want to capture the memories of their 5
Yep.
generations that are
Yeah.
alive, or they want to capture their love after like 10 years of marriage. Like that's
Yeah.
very different, right? And so when you name that for people, they can make better connections about how to utilize it, but they can also be more empowered about how to hire a photographer. Like here's 5 things you should ask your photographer before paying them, or here's the 3 mistakes I see when 3 mistakes I see when it comes to posing. Like there's education in there
Yeah.
that you can now scale out to your entire network that they actually want to hear. And that's going to make it easier for them to be like, you're my photographer, you're my real estate agent, you're my accountant person, because they're your teacher now. And if you're their expert, if you're their educator, who are they going to trust first? They're going to trust you, the person that has taught them how to find and understand the service that you provide. And that's what I teach my clients
Powerful.
to do.
You're so
Yes.
powerful, girl.
You
Amazing.
too. You too.
Thank you. I
We're
love it.
power
I love it.
together.
So, and I know we have to go. I would love to stay here forever, but
I know, I'm sure.
I
We're
want
on
to.
LinkedIn, right? We're going to be in touch forever now because we're on LinkedIn.
Oh
I'm going to see
yes,
your post. You're
yes
going to see
we
my
are.
post. We're not
Yes we are.
strangers anymore.
No, we're not strangers. We're never going to be strangers to each
Exactly.
other. And you're going to be part of on the next season. We will
Ooh.
have a bunch of people of entrepreneurs together to celebrate
Ooh.
our 12th season. Yeah, we are on season
What?
11. Yeah, on the last
Wow.
on the season 12, on the last episode, I will bring you up with another bunch of people. All together, we're gonna go live. So I'm so excited. We are already on season
Ooh.
11. You are part of season 11, but we're coming to the end of 12 seasons.
Psh,
I'm
that's huge. Good for
excited.
you.
Thank
You should be
you.
so proud.
I
That
need
is
to
not
apply
easy.
for TEDx to be
Do
there
it.
as well and
Do
talk.
it. And there's literally, can I tell you, there's consultants that you can pay them and they'll apply for you and they'll do all the work and get you a talk
Oh,
within a year.
oh,
So there's places
really?
you can go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. That's
So
awesome.
don't feel like you have to go at it alone. There's people there to help.
Oh, wow. So one more question, and I
Yes.
promise we're gonna go. How do you how do you, oh yes, how do you hack happiness?
Oh, you saw. Oh, I did it. I have a hack. Okay, so this is I have videos about happiness on my YouTube channel. It's like a whole other career I would have talked about happiness. One of the
Oh,
tricks that I teach, yeah, right? One of the tricks I teach as a kid who was bullied, teased, who didn't have a lot of friends, like I needed to be my own cheerleader because my teachers weren't helping me find friends. Like, I didn't always like sometimes teachers would be mean to me. So like I was alone. I had to depend on myself. So I had to hype myself up. I had to believe in myself. I had to tell myself that I was amazing. So this has evolved over the years, but essentially the epitome of my happiness hack is that if you can save kind words that people have said to you, whether it's through cards, I have a digital slideshow and I have cards and I have little notes. If you can save any nice thing that someone has said to you and you can put it somewhere where you know how to access it on a bad day, that's what I use. When I'm feeling sad or like I don't feel like
oh,
I am
beautiful.
capable or business is rough or something like that happens, I just go through the slideshow and I will say, Shaily, thank you for introducing me to my new best friend, or Shaily, thank you for helping me connect with my people on LinkedIn, or Shaily, like you made me feel less alone at that event because you welcomed me. Like I get
Oh,
to read those messages and I get to feel like really good about myself because those messages often don't come as often as we probably need to fuel us.
oh,
So that's
that's
how I hack
beautiful.
happiness. Yes.
That's beautiful, Shaili,
Thank
to
you.
finish, to end our conversation, to bring
I know.
happiness to
Yeah,
everyone's hearts. Oh, that's so good.
absolutely.
I do have this kind of ritual if it's necessary. I do have this the same
See?
thing, and I see,
It's
and I
good.
find it's powerful, super mega powerful to use these kind of tools to increase your happiness. Oh, that's so lovely.
It is.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, to end up in a really
Mhm.
happy way, can you share with me and my and the listeners where they can find you? I know you are in a lot of
Ooh.
places, but the favorite ones you are mostly,
Oof.
and people can go and reach you and talk to you and find
Ooh.
out about your services, etc.
It's fun. So the easiest place to go is yoursocialmediasherpa.com. On there, I have lots of goodies. The one I know we were talking a little bit about LinkedIn. LinkedIn profiles are a huge billboard for you, your business, your life, your existence. People look you up before they talk to you. So I have a collection of all of my favorite LinkedIn profiles that you can use
Oh,
to give you ideas, inspiration, all that stuff. It's like a download on my website. And then from there, you get lots of fun emails from me every other week that are all sorts of social media easy insights. So highly recommend that.
oh wow.
All you have to do is sign up with your email.
Oh,
Yes.
fantastic.
And then LinkedIn is my baby. So all you have to do is go to Shaily Hakimian on LinkedIn. I'm probably the only one. And you'll see my nuggets, my insights. You can look at my past posts. You can look at my LinkedIn lives. That's a whole lot of fun. And then this is a really random one. But I started doing this like thing. It's like sort of a secret adventure where I'm having a like open door every Friday at 11:30 Central Time. So I think your people are still awake in London at that hour, but I'm just open. I'm just there. So people can come in and say hi for 5 minutes. They can say hello. They make a new friend.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that's every Friday. It's on my website, kind of like hidden, but it's on my profile too. It's called a casual hang every week. So you can say hello to
Oh.
me.
So you
But
stream on that specific time every Friday.
I don't stream. This is different. So I have a LinkedIn Live every month, but there I just it's like imagine like it's not Zoom. It's different than Zoom, but it's like a video conferencing platform and people can mix and mingle. So let's say you and I want to talk by ourselves. Great. We can have two other people
Oh,
talking to themselves in another bubble. It's called Toucan Events. It's like very very cool. It's kind of, think of like an
wow.
open Zoom call, open door, like just coming to hang
Interesting.
out. So you come, stay, or go. It's not an event. It's just if you want to say hello and exist, it's there. So it's a way for me to make new
And
friends.
you there waiting for anyone. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And one more thing I believe like we you didn't mention right now is about
Ooh, please.
the freebie that you send me for anyone that is watching, which is
Yes, the LinkedIn profiles. Those are my that's my giveaway to everybody. It's very
fabulous.
nice, very easy. It's gonna give you. I sent it to someone the other day. They're like, "I'm already changing my profile," and I'm like, "Great," because people don't see enough good Everyone's a lot of bad profiles are out there. So I'm like, here's some great role models to look up to get some ideas from.
Yeah. And
But yeah,
it's
I was
also Podmatch. Do you remember this? Podmatch.com member.
Oh, that's my profile on Podmatch. So if
Ah,
somebody wants to book me for their show, you can see my full profile on that website. It's very cool.
okay. So all this information about your social media, your link, your website, and you also have another website,
Yep.
shailyikimia.com.
That's my personal website. That's where you can find out all bunch of fun adventures I've done over the years. It is not the most up to date. It's a little bit up to date, but you will learn a lot about me as a
That's
person
good.
outside of the business world, outside of social media. So,
Fabulous.
yeah.
Everything is on the description of this podcast right now. So you can reach straight away, talk with this beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful
thank
girl
you.
and get to know her. And also, anyone can schedule a call with you if they are interested, right, Shay?
They can. I have them fill out a form on my website to learn more, and then I usually confirm with folks if they're a good fit. But there's a way to do it.
That's really good because it's something that we didn't touch, but it's very important to see if we fit together at the
Yeah, because
moment.
again, not every person's my ideal client.
Yeah.
A lot of the people I love to work with already have an audience to serve. So people who are brand new, if they want to learn social media skills, I'm there for them, but they're not going to get the same advantage as somebody who has an audience, secretly has an audience, whether they know it or not. So I always want to make sure I never take on a client if I don't know for sure I can help them.
I
So
love it. I love it. Thank you so much for your presence and
thank you.
thank you for allowed Women Flix to be part of your life.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
And I wish you all the best. And I'm sure we're gonna keep in touch. You
I'm
are
gonna be
that
back to
kind
that
of
reunion show.
person. Yes, and I see you around, and I will follow
Woo
you on
woo.
TikTok. Don't forget. Check me out.
I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye out. Much
Okay.
love. We'll see you all
Much
on the
love.
interwebs.
Yes. God bless you. Take care, my
Bless.
dear.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Love it. So beautiful.
Thank you.